So, a very good morning, dear students. Welcome to my channel, Maths with Mahanti sir. Children, in the last class, we are discussing about theorem 10.9, where we proved that angles lying on the same segment of a circle are what? Equal, or they are of equal measure. And also one more truth we had discussed, that is angle in a semicircle is always 90 degree or right angle. Now we will discuss a very important theorem which gives us the idea of concyclic points. Children, we know what are collinear points. In junior classes, collinear, 3 or more than 3 points are said to be collinear. Under what condition? If they lie on one line in the same plane. But we have never heard about your concyclic points. So this theorem 10.10, it will give us idea about concyclic points. See, what are concyclic? So what is the statement of theorem 10.10? It is given in the NCERT book. Let me explain you. So the statement of theorem 10.10 says that suppose you see, I have drawn two figures. Look at. Suppose you are given a circle. Suppose PQ. PQ is a chord. PQ is a line segment. PQ is a line segment. Look at the point R and S. Suppose these are 2 points, R and S. They lie on the same side of PQ. Okay. So R and S are 2 points lying on the same side of the line segment PQ. Now, if the two endpoints of this line segment, if they are joined to R and S, you will get two angles, one angle here and one angle here, that is angle PRQ and angle PSQ. Suppose you are given that this angle and this angle are equal. So what I mean to say, children, if you take a line segment, PQ, what is the statement that I am explaining? PQ, any line segment, R and S are any 2 points. Suppose they lie on the same side of PQ. Now if the two endpoints of the line segment PQ are joined to R and S, you will get two angles, namely PRQ and PSQ. Suppose it is given that this angle and this angle are equal. How will you prove that these points P, Q, S and R, they are concyclic? Means they lie on the same circle. Okay. Children, I hope you understood what is the statement of theorem 10.10. So what is given? I have written, you see, I have drawn two figures. Given PQ is a line segment. See, R and S are 2 points such that this angle and this angle equality is given. Okay. Now what we will want to prove? We want to prove that point P, Q, S and R are concyclic. Okay. Now see, in order to prove this, what construction we will do? See, construction. So the construction required is, you see, construction. Draw a circle through, you see, draw a circle through these points P, Q and R. Through P, Q and R. Okay, this is the only construction. I have drawn here, I have taken two figures. Okay, so P, this is Q, this is R. Okay, what is the difference between these two figures? I am going to tell you now. See, now draw a circle through the 3 non-collinear points, say PQR. See, clearly PQR are non-collinear. Now if you draw a circle, look at. If you draw a circle through these 3 non-collinear points, so what will happen? This circle, it is not necessary that it will pass through S. It may not pass through S, you see. That means S may lie outside the circle. The point S may lie outside the circle. Okay. Suppose this circle intersects, you see. Suppose this PS you see. Suppose when you draw a circle through 3 non-collinear points P, Q and R, suppose they intersect PS at S dash. Suppose the circle drawn through the 3 non-collinear points, that is P, Q and R, intersects SP or PS at S dash. Suppose it intersects the line segment PS at S dash. Then you join S dash Q. Okay. So clearly in this figure, see, in this figure, point S lies outside the circle. Now see in this case. In this case also we have drawn a circle through 3 non-collinear points, that is P, Q and R. Okay. Okay. And you see, the circle drawn through P, Q, R, it intersects, it does not intersect PS. Look at. If the circle drawn through the 3 non-collinear points P, Q and R, it does not intersect PS, but it intersects PS produced. That means you see PS has been produced. Look at. The line segment PS has been and R and S are two distinct points lying on the same side of PQ. Then I said you draw a circle through these three non-collinear points at PQR. Okay. In this case, the circle drawn through the three non-collinear points does not intersect PS, but it intersects PS produced. I hope you know what is meant by PS produced. PS produced means it has been produced. Look at the line segment PS. PS has been produced, and it intersects the circle at a point, say S dash or S prime. Okay. So then again you join S dash Q. Okay. Now this is the after construction. Let us come to the proof part. See. So how to prove that the 4 points P, Q, R and S are concyclic? Means they lie on the same circle. Okay, how to prove it? See. Children, we are given, what we are given? In both the cases, we are given that angle PRQ equal to angle PSQ. It is given. Okay. It is given. Now see children, if you pay bit attention, if you pay your attention minutely, look at this angle and this angle in this figure. Look at this angle. PRQ and PSQ. Look at angle PRQ and angle PS'Q. They lie on same segment. Same segment of the circle. In this case, you see, in this case, P are in this figure, PRQ and PS'Q. Look at PRQ and angle PS'Q. In both the figures, angle PRQ and angle PS'Q, they lie on the same segment of the what? Circle. Therefore, just we discussed in theorem 10.9, if angles lying on the same segment of a circle are always of equal measure. So ask this angle PRQ and PS'Q lie on the same segment of the circle in both the figures. Okay. So they will be of equal measure. Therefore, you see PRQ will be equal to angle PS''QC. But look at here. Here you are given PRQ equal to PSQ. It is given. Here we got angle PRQ equal to angle PS''Q. So what will be the relation between this angle and this angle? That is angle PSQ and PS''Q. So they will be equal. Therefore, you see, angle PSQ will be equal to angle PS''Q. See, just now you mark angle PSQ. This one, PSQ. This is PSQ. And this is PS''Q. You see, this angle and this angle will be equal. See, in both the cases, we got that angle PSQ equal to angle PS''Q. But under what condition it is possible? Under what condition it is possible that this angle will be equal to this angle? Angle PSQ will be equal to angle PS''Q. Under what condition? If S' and S, they coincide. If they do not coincide, see how these two angles will be equal. This is possible. Angle PSQ will be equal to angle PS''Q only if and only if point S and S' coincide. That means, you see, what will be our next step? So this is possible. See, this is possible if S and S', the point S and S' coincide with each other. What does it mean again? If point S and S', you see, this angle will be equal to this angle. PSQ and PS''Q will be equal if and only if point S and S' coincide with each other in both the figures. And if they coincide, what does it mean? They become the same point. That is, they become the same point. That means S and S' equal to S'. Point S and S', they coincide with each other. Means what? They become the same point or one point. Okay. If they become one point or the same point, then only it is possible that angle PSQ will be equal to angle. Then only it is possible that angle PSQ will be equal to angle PS dash Q. Angle PSQ, this one, and angle PS dash Q, this one. These two angles will be equal provided S falls on S dash. That means S and S dash coincide with each other, or they become the same point or one point. That is S equal to S dash. So if S equal to S dash, that means this implies any circle passing through or drawn through, any circle drawn through. We are in construction, what we have taken? In construction, we have drawn a circle through three non-collinear points, that is P, Q and R, and now it will pass through which point? Through S. That means S will also lie on the circle C. So any circle drawn through points P, Q and R will also pass through which point? It will also pass through point S. So you see, when S and S dash coincide means they become the same point. Okay. Then if you draw a circle through the three non-collinear points P, Q and R in both the cases, then it will also pass through S. That means S will also lie on the circle. That means that this implies point S also lies, or it will also lie on the circle. That means P, Q, R and S, all the 4 points lie on the circle. And what does it mean? It means points P, Q, R and S are what points? They are concyclic points. Children, I hope you understood the concept of concyclic points. Concyclic point means, you see, 4 points are said to be concyclic. Under what condition? If they lie on the same circle. And how to prove it? You see, this is the concept of concyclic points. We got the idea from theorem 10.10. So, once again let me summarize what I discussed in this particular theorem. In theorem 10.10, we proved that if 2 points lie, you see, suppose you are given a line segment and 2 points, they are lying on the same side of the line segment, such that the angle made by this line segment with the same 2 points, I mean see, the angle made by the 2 points with this line segment, if they are equal, then these 4 points P, Q, S and R, they will be concyclic. Okay. I hope you understood. If a line segment joining 2 points, what is the statement? If a line segment joining 2 points on the same side of the line segment make equal angle or subtend equal angle, then the 4 points, that is P, Q, R and S, they will be concyclic. Means those 4 points will lie on the same circle. Okay. So this is the concept of concyclic points, and its application or use you will find in the next theorem, which is a very important one, that is cyclic quadrilateral. So what is cyclic quadrilateral? While discussing, when you will read about cyclic quadrilateral, there you will find the use or application of concyclic points. Children, I hope you understood what are concyclic points. Okay. Concyclic points means 4 points are said to be concyclic if they lie on the same circle. And how to get it? This is the proof, or this is the theorem which gives us idea of your concyclic points. Okay. So children, with this we came to the end of theorem 10.10, and in the next class we are going to discuss the last part of this chapter, circle, that is your cyclic quadrilateral. So what is cyclic quadrilateral? What is the concept? What are some important truths, properties of cyclic quadrilateral? We will discuss in terms of different theorems again, so that the chapter circle will come to an end. And after the chapter is completed, then only I will discuss the exercise questions from NCERT exemplar and other reference books. Children, I hope whatever I discussed in this particular theorem, that is theorem 10.10, giving the idea of, giving the concept of concyclic points, you must have understood. If at all it is true, if you think yes, the way Mahanti sir explains us, we are able to understand it properly, then I must say, children, you please hit the like button and subscribe my channel. Okay. So we shall again meet in the next class with the discussion of cyclic quadrilateral. Thank you.